This is my second attempt. Technical difficulties. See if I actually connect to anyone. Oh wait, I see a person finally. Okay. Sean, Jason, Iron Addict, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, okay. This is working. I was trying to, I had a stream set up. I was trying to get it to work and it wasn't working. Wow, I'm so happy to see all you guys come in here. I miss your faces. There we go. There's all the beautiful people coming in. Fantastic. So my arm still really hurts. I think Comic-Con, whatever it is, I pinched a nerve or something, but the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I just like, it's constantly feeling slightly tingles. It sucks. I hate it. But I want to get back to walking because I need to be healthier, because the walking, actually, I walked 2 nights ago and actually made me feel pretty good. So we're going to get out walking. We're going to chat. We can talk about the aftermath. I missed Will. Will, I didn't see you at Comic-Con. But I didn't even leave the comic yard. I was in comics the whole time. Sean, you get anything good at Midtown? Right now, I am on Kent Avenue, walking down to Domino Park. Tina, Brian, hi everybody. Probably missed a couple of you guys, but appreciate seeing you all come in here. Bionic arm replacement, that would be awesome. I just want the pain to be gone. I don't mind if I have a weaker arm, okay, that's one thing, but having to deal with it every day is the part that sucks. Wow, I miss doing this. The last few times I tried to do it too, we had so many difficulties. Where this time we're having difficulty. I set up a stream and it didn't work. And I see you later, Tina. And so I just like, you know what? I just started a second stream. I lost some of the information, but I think I still have my thumbnail on here or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's windy. Does it sound windy? I feel wind, but you guys probably hear a ton of wind. Now I'm using my new stabilizer. I had bought this for Comic-Con, and I think this one's actually a much nicer one. The last one I had cost me, I think, $70, and this one costs about $150, I think. But it seems to be a lot more fluid. Like I can hit the phone, and it kind of readjusts. Whereas the old one, if I hit the phone like that, it would just disconnect. So hey Eddie, I'm hoping that oh, this is windy. Windy. We're getting into the fall weather. I kind of like walking in the fall weather though. Fall weather makes it a lot nicer. So many difficulties. I was having a hard time with uploading the con videos too. They were taking me like forever. I uploaded twice. It took 20 hours and it failed. Really frustrated. So I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm heading to the Domino. So I figured it wasn't. Oh, let's go into Spirit Halloween. I don't know if it'll work or not. But Cool Kid and Allison keep telling me how fun it is. Kind of want to walk in there. Let's see if we can actually get in there. But yeah, this stabilizer is much nicer. Much nicer. But yeah, I need to figure out a way to get faster internet. My upload speed's only 10 megabytes per second or whatever. Oh, the Freedom Tower looks cool. It has a cool blue reflection on it. Yeah, it's a Halloween custom store. Let's go Halloween shopping. Cool Kid picked out an amazing costume. He's going to be a Teletubby with a gas mask and a scythe. Ooh, it's windy. You guys are probably hearing like a tornado coming through here. Yeah, Wednesday was popular. It was a good show, so I'm not surprised on that actually. Alright, if it's downstairs it might not work. If it's upstairs I should have a signal. Okay. Let's check it out. Alright. I'm gonna give the music 10 out of 10. Please don't strike me. 10 out of 10. Beautiful music. Oh, this is cool. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 beautiful music as I look at the Halloween costumes. 10 out of 10 beautiful music. You don't want a copyright strike. I'm grading it good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Let's oh yeah, the cool kid got that mask right there, which is awesome. Man, I love masks when I was a kid. Hey Kyle, it's me. Hi. 10 out of 10 music. 10 out of 10 music. We got weapons. 10 out of 10. Okay, Layla. How are you? I didn't realize it was you watching. Yeah, I gotta regulate. Like if I get too hot, I need to pull it up and wear it funny. And if it's too cold, I need to pull it down. So I'm very not fashionable right now. Oh yeah, cool kid got this. So he's wearing that Teletubby with a gas mask. It looks amazing. The music's gonna kill the stream. Oh, I could be a big cookie. Or peanut butter and jelly. Or beer keg. Or that. Okay. Hey Reed, hey Reed. This is fun. Lots of cool stuff in here.
Ed bang.
Oh my god. All right. Thank you, Kyle. Let's see, we got Pokemon stuff. All right, this is super fun. I love when little Halloween stores like this. Well, not little. This is a huge Halloween store. Pop up Halloween. 10 out of 10 music. 10 out of 10. Gotta read. Oh, here's all the Wednesday stuff. They got like 1,000 different Wednesday outfits. Okay, the music's so loud though. Okay, awesome. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna have to edit all this out afterwards. It's all good. It's not like I'm gonna get tons of views on here anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's all good. We're just here to have fun and oh, I gotta zoom into the Freedom Tower. It looks so cool. The way the light's hitting. No, that's my face. Telephoto zoom. There we go. It's like a beautiful blue color. It looks cool. Okay, I'll go walk by the water, but I might not be able to stay there too long because it's so loud. I do have to say, walking and hanging out with you guys is distracting me from my arm pain. This is actually quite lovely. Thank you for being with us. Yeah, it's the Freedom Tower downtown Manhattan. Oh, there's gonna be a pumpkin patch on the 27th. Okay, that's fun. What was I gonna say? Oh, I had a whole story I was telling, or I was just chatting before on the first stream that failed. What was I doing? I was setting it up for my next comic call. Like my space is so tight. It's so hard to do as many videos as I want. And yeah, it's definitely fall weather. It feels like fall. I was digging through all my stuff and I found the package of 3 Starstorm comics that Jason gave me like a month ago. I was like, oh, this is cool. I was actually really excited to find those. So I added those to my next little haul video I gotta do. Let's walk down. No, we'll walk one more block this way. It's definitely fall. It's a little bit cold. It's super windy. It's all the things that will happen. Hey Lars. Yeah, I've been just hell of a bad month the last 5 weeks or so. I went from, I got COVID that knocked me out, then I had all kinds of problems trying to stream, and then I hurt my arm moving records, and it's been out of whack since. Like I must have pinched a nerve or something. But also I think just the way I sleep on it wrong. So I've purchased several different pillows, tried to relieve a little pressure on my left shoulder, but because of my nose is deviated septum, I have to sleep on my left side because the right side is very uncomfortable. November. What about November? It's going to be awesome, Jay. So you're just saying that when I hit November, I'm going to be running at full speed and be able to accomplish everything that I want in my wildest dreams. I like that idea. Awesome idea. Okay, let's go through the park and listen to the wind. Ooh, it's windy. yeah, I had so much fun doing comic content. Like, I was in pain, but I still was able to get my collection tour done that I've been wanting to do for years. I still have more boxes I found though to do. And then New York Comic Con was great. I just had to take a lot of leave. I took a leave and a Sudafed before each day. And I was able to get through Comic Con. I had a ton of fun. So I was getting afraid that I was gonna be too weak to do Comic Con, just because I love it. It's my favorite time of the year, and but I was able to do it. So now I did a walk 2 nights ago. I walked around just to test out how I felt, and even though my arm hurts, my body is working great. My lungs are working great. Waterfront looks gorgeous over here. I think we still have a good strong signal over here. It looks so beautiful. It's raining again. Also, it's been raining every freaking weekend. Yeah, Comic-Con is a ton of work. Well, day 1 is usually my longest, hardest day because that's when I want to look at everything. Day 2 is like my mission day. Day 1 is I gotta look at every bin. Hey Mo. I gotta look at every vendor. And Jason, there's a whole row of vendors. So you had, like where Victory Comics were, and then like 2 or 3 more rows of comics. Then there was 1 row of toys or something. I didn't realize there's another row of comics past that. I didn't even see that the first day. It's crazy how much extra stuff there was just hanging out. And it's funny too how I keep seeing these negative videos on New York Comic Con. Like, one person said, oh, there's less people selling comics this year. I got as many as ever. I had an amazing time. Yeah, exactly. I think Comic Station was in that row. I think that's exactly where it was. And then, Gem Mint was saying he didn't like it because there was less statue people, which I did realize there wasn't any statue people that year. But I don't look at the statue. I mean, I like looking at them, but I'm not there for the statues. I'm there to buy comics. It's Comic-Con. And even though maybe like Midtown Comics and a few other vendors were missing, I still think it was a really, really good Comic-Con this year. So I don't know what all the negativity is about. I had a blast, honestly. And I hung out with a lot of people this year, which is amazing to me. In the past, like, I would probably hang out with my friend Sean for 1 day, and then that was about it. But this year I hung out with Sean, I hung out with Jason, I hung out with Leslie. And I meant like hung out, not just like talk for 5 minutes. I mean like walked around, had big long conversations, dug a lot of bins, that kind of stuff. Really, really fun. It just makes me want to do way more Comic-Cons. You know what's funny? I'm still tired for New York Comic Con. That just wore me out. I see Jason. Jason's out still hunting for comics in North Carolina right now. And then Sean's already showed me pictures of like 3 or 4 different comic places in the last couple days. I love it. I love that you guys are such a comic hounds, that I'm not the only one. It's so beautiful out right now. Just the way the sun is kind of hitting the water. It's gorgeous. I do feel myself a little... Oh, really, Jason? That's a bummer. You should stay another week. That's what I would do. I want. What? Did you have friends in North Carolina, or were you just going there to check out the area? I'm just curious. I've only been to North Carolina once, and that was in like '98, I want to say. And I thought it was nice. My favorite part was Asheville, up in the mountains. It was such a beautiful little town. You go through like this big long ass tunnel to get into the city part. Oh, this is fun. They have like the little waterfall, but it's colorful. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. How gorgeous is this? And now your friends into hanging out at 1,000 comic shops too? I'm just curious how that works. Hey, how you doing? Right now the weather, it's about 62, I think, so it's not too cold, so it's pretty comfortable. Maybe 60. It feels like right on the edge. When the wind blows, it's a cold breeze though, so it's maybe feels like 58 with the wind chill, so it's a little bit chilly. But It's not raining. I'm so happy. It's been raining like every weekend for the last 6 weeks. I always think that building looks crazy with the big like empty part in the middle. And these are all the old sugar tanks. Yeah, check out Asheville. I thought Asheville was such a beautiful town. Like, that was one place I thought about moving to like 20 years ago if I was gonna pick one place. I think Asheville is supposed to have relatively decent weather too, because it's up in the hills. The summers aren't quite as hot, and then the winters, since it's south, it's warmer. Well, I appreciate you, Jason. I love that you're up to comic shopping. You're doing it even more than I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it every day if I can. Absolutely love the comic shopping. Oh, that's cool. She was born in North Carolina. So I don't know. I guess you were probably closer to the shoreline. I don't know that part of North Carolina as much. Oh, cool. Jason, is it the writer, Starstorm's writer, an artist? That would be super cool. For you dog fans, there's a dog park here with lots of dogs. I feel like I just want to sit down. My energy levels are low, but at the same time, I want to keep walking. You know what? This feels different. This feels very different. Have they upgraded this part of the pier? Maybe I just don't come this way, or maybe I come this way usually. That's what I do. I usually come that way. Did I get Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man? I don't think I got any Spider-Man stuff at Comic-Con. Oh, okay. It's a Kickstarter thing. Oh, okay. Awesome. That's super cool, Jason. Traveling the world to meet the best of all comic creators and comic locations. You live in the dream. I love it. Oh, Spider-Man 2. Okay, so Cool Kid, he's kind of like, I keep asking if he wants it. He's like, nah, not really. He's become like anti-Marvel. I guess he just hasn't liked all the newest Marvel stuff. But I might just get it for him anyway, because I think he'll love it. Because the first one he loved, but since the first one, he's played so many other games. So I think he doesn't have as strong of an interest of playing the second one. Oh, Jason, that's awesome. It's really cool, actually. Small world. So it's much bigger than the original one? There's no light here, so this is the hard to cross spot. Oh, the biker coming through. Okay. Let's cross. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what happened when I got him the Miles game. He beat it in the afternoon, so just like, he felt like it was a waste of money. You know, $40 for a couple hours. For me, I like the kind of game you move into and you live there for like months on end, if not years. Or it's a game that's fast paced that you play for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you're good. You don't have to keep playing. So whenever you want, you just like, you know, like a Fortnite type game. Because each game is a little bit different. But yeah, when you're done with it, you can sell it. I'll buy your used copy. Sell it to me for like $40. Just joking. Just joking. I know you'll want to keep that in your collection. I think I really like the stability of this stabilizer. I don't know if it's going up and down as much as the old one, but it feels like it just moves a lot smoother, which is great. I'm glad I got this one. The other one used to frustrate me because it would stop working all the time. I broke part of it. Music, I can barely hear it. What I can hear, I'm gonna give it 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. We got the subway noise, 10 out of 10. Okay, let's go up this way. Alexander, 10. 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Oh, it's live music. 10 out of 10. It's live. Didn't realize it was live music. 10 out of 10. Whew. Okay, take care, Kyle. Nice seeing you pop in. I kind of had the live streaming jitters, as in I didn't want to live stream just because, just mentally I wasn't there. So I'm kind of happy I'm doing it today. Kind of forced myself. I was going to just take a walk. Then I was like, I'll do a live stream, then I'll take a walk. It took me about 4 hours to mentally get myself going. So I'm actually quite happy. You guys are all hanging out with me again. Because I want to get back to live streaming on the comic channel too, but I just lost my confidence. All right. I have a Red Bull just to give myself a little bit of energy while walking. So what's new with you guys? What was your favorite part of Comic-Con? Watching everyone's videos. I watched a few people. A lot of people don't do that thorough of a video. I don't know why. Comic-Con is so much fun. I feel like you should film a ton more than people do. I guess they're just not selling that well. I appreciate that, Jason. I appreciate that. Music, I'm gonna give, no, I barely heard it. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, I heard it. You know what I'm working on right now? I started today. It's a lot of work, and the last time I did it, it just failed miserably. But I'm working on my top 100 covers of 2023. I didn't do it last year because 2022 like bombed. I spent 50 hours on that video and it got like 1,000 views. So it's just like not worth the amount of work. But I enjoyed doing it. I mean, well, it was so much work though. I cried. I almost quit like 8 times. This is fun. There's a car surrounded in pumpkins. Interesting. So oh, hey, Squeeze. That's awesome. It's nice to get out a good walk, get the body moving, get the blood flowing. You feel so good when you walk regularly. When I stopped walking, like last month I've been feeling miserable, but not walking I think just made it worse. Guys, wait, restabilize. But I don't do 5-minute videos. I gotta do top 100. Top 100 is where my heart's at. I went through the last 7 weeks. I already have 110 pulled out for potential candidates, which you know what that means? It means that I'm probably gonna have like 800 covers that I really like. It's amazing how much beautiful covers there are out this year. And yes, I did find one Starstorm I figured went into my pile. I don't know if it'll make the top 100, but I like the Starstorm 5 that you did with the main character is like a more striking red, but then all the background is kind of a muted grayish tone, gray blue. And I liked it. I thought it was cool. It made it into my folder. I don't think I'll make it to the top 100, but I liked it. When I go through the list, so what happens is I go through the list and I'm on my comic shop. So I'm going week by week. Each week there's like literally 8 pages, so probably like 200 or 300. And I'm doing it pretty quick because I don't want to spend a ton of time analyzing every shitty cover. But every time a cover pops enough that I click on it, sometimes I click away and then I think, no, I actually kind of like this. The Starstorm did that. I didn't even realize the Starstorm. I just had the quick reaction of when it's small, I liked how the shading kind of helped accentuate the middle character. So good job. So yeah, I had to tell you because I feel bad because I don't know if it'll make the top 100 because I'm already at 120 covers and I'm only like 20% of the way through. So I'm probably gonna have like 1,000 covers to get through. Oh, awesome. Super awesome. Starstorm is great. I gotta read it still, but just the fact that Jason colored it makes it like a 10 out of 10 for me. I just think it's awesome. It's on my to-read list though. I don't read that often, so it's on one of the next reads in the next probably 4 or 5 different things I read. It's up there. Peaceful Moco, so far I found 2 peach covers I absolutely love. A lot of them get kind of repetitive. The ones that I really like is there's a new Spider-Gwen one that's coming out or just came out, that it's her kind of like swinging to the side with like just a hint of a building behind her, and then like a bunch of shapes and colors kind of following her path. I thought that one looks fantastic. And then the other one was an indie she did that I just like the whole overall cover composition. So yeah, there's a couple of peaches on there. There's a ton of poison ivies. Holy crap, almost every cover in the poison ivy run is beautiful to me. Couple of Star Wars covers I hadn't seen before. One, they had a series this month, I think, where they have droid covers, and every single droid cover looked really cool, but there was one with Chopper on it that I thought was exceptionally awesome. So I pulled that one out. That one's probably gonna make it into the top 20. The Inhyuk Ballerina Spider-Gwen cover from last month is absolutely stunning to me. I think it's one of my all-time favorite covers. So that's definitely probably a top 10. Might even be close to, it might be number 1, honestly. 89 in California, that's still hot. Right now it's a very comfortable weather at 62, 60, something like that. I don't know. If you guys want to, if you have any covers that you think are absolutely just the best covers of this year, let me know in the video's comments so I can look it up and add it to my potential list. It's hard because I love art and I love comic covers so much that I'm gonna be looking at probably 5,000 to 10,000 different covers in the next month. So it's going to take me many hours to sort through all of it. That's one reason why it takes so much work, because I look at every cover. I give every cover a chance. It doesn't have to be the most popular or the best sellers or the ones that gain value. I look at every cover. So if you have a beautiful indie and I just love the compositions and coloring and I like the artistic quality of it, it will be on there. I know I did it 2 years. I included a lot of indies. There's the diner. It's actually quite busy right now. I guess it is Saturday. Everyone's out and about having fun. But yes. So the other thing is, when I did the top 100 cover video 2 years ago, it took me 20 hours to edit it, because I edited with like animations and all that for every cover. And I don't know if it actually made the video better than if I just buy them and show them. So I think this year I'm actually just going to buy the 100 comics, whether it's $3 or $50, and then just do a normal video where I show 100 comics in order of my favorite covers, talking about covers. I think it'll make for actually a much better video, because I'll be talking more naturally instead of trying to fit my voice into a voiceover, which I hate doing. I don't think it turns out as well when I voice over, because I don't sound natural. I sound like I'm reading a script, basically. I like this cover because of the beautiful yin-yang design, where it's red over here and green over there. Like, I feel like I'm very robotic sounding. So I feel like if I actually got the 100 issues and I just flip through them and just do like a regular tour video, I think it would actually turn out really well. Yeah, and the actual filming editing part should then only take a couple hours. It's gonna probably take me 50 hours to collect it all, but that's the fun part. So I can just do that when I'm bored and I want to spend 10 minutes looking at covers and whatnot. And the earlier of the year, I probably have them already, because probably a lot of the best covers are from the different vendors that do their own covers. You know, stuff from Comic Traders and KRS. Like, I think the KRS Warren Lu Power Girl covers, those are fantastic. Those are the kind, I want covers that when I first saw them, I was just like shocked in their beauty, and not stuff that I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice. I want stuff that just really just popped out at the time. So I remember those just really popping out. Other one I can remember this year is some of the Nathan Zerdy tattoo ones I thought were amazing. But looking back on them, his compositions aren't the strongest. It's more just a person and not like a full-on created cover. So sometimes they're a little bit weaker to me because they're not a completely designed cover. You know, I kind of like a good trade dress. I like a good placement of the trade dress, all that. Yeah, the NYCC ones are great, but I think only 1 or 2 of those I would put in the top 100. just because like David Nakayama, he did 100 cover. I could do just a David Nakayama video. So I feel like individually, each one of his covers could be a top 10. But in retrospective with each other, you realize they get kind of repetitive. So because of the repetitive nature of them, I think I might just pick out a couple to kind of represent. His Poison Ivy cover he did a month or two ago, that is Poison Ivy laying down, is a close-up of her face. You see like some mushrooms and some forest like around her where she's laying in a bed of moss. Now that cover, that's a more unique cover of his. That cover is absolutely stunning. I wish there's a way I could show you guys more easily. All right, I'm 30 minutes in. I do feel my lungs kind of struggling a little bit. It has been a while since I walked, what is it, 7 miles while talking for 2 hours straight. So I'm going to let you guys ask me a few questions or something, and then I'll riff on those. Also, Nathan Zerdy. I absolutely love his Tattoo Girl covers, but he's done like 40 of them. So together as a whole, I don't think I can say, you know, all 40 of them could be in the top 100. But since they'll be so repetitive, I think only I need 1 or 2 to kind of represent those covers. Once you get past that, each one kind of loses a little bit of interest to me. Oh, awesome. That sounds like a nice, beautiful, healthy walk. I need to get back up. I've only done over 10,000 like 5 times in the last month. You know what's super fun too? When I did the top 100 covers 2 years ago, I feel like that year I was super familiar with every single comic that came out because I looked at every single one at least once, and I ranked them and I went through them. So 2022, I know all my favorite covers from that year. I didn't do that last year, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that came out last year that I'm just not as familiar with. So I think I like the idea of just going through. I might actually, if this year's one does well enough, I've thought of going back and doing every year. You know, the best of 2008, the best of 1967. And maybe start with the earlier years because that'll be easier. I don't get the previous catalog. I really should just have Eric order me one. What is it going to be, like $7 a month, something like that? Hey, Tina, welcome back. I feel like I should just collect them for all the information you get in them. Seeing all the new stuff coming out and all that. But even previews doesn't show you every cover. It only shows you sometimes cover A's and B's, and sometimes not the incentives, or so it doesn't show you all the store exclusives. It's so weird. The last time I was walking on a Friday, I was looking for garage sales. We're past that now. I doubt anyone's selling this time of year. There's a motorcycle place right up the street here, so we get a lot of motorcycles. And then in June there's like a big, or maybe even last month, it might have been in September, there's a big motorcycle rally. So there's 1 or 2 days a year where we get like hundreds of motorcycles going around in circles. It's crazy. Oh, it's Saturday. I'm thinking it's Friday. No, you're right, it's Saturday. Jeez, my brain is just way out of it. Way out of it. All right, good. It's Saturday. What was it? Well, the last time I was walking, I forget who it was, but I accidentally made someone get ready for work. I'm like, oh, it's Sunday, but it was like actually Monday or something like that. Oh, here's the cool gorilla. I did that into my short yesterday. I added it. That chicken, last time I had the chicken at the Yankee Doodle Dandy, absolutely delicious, but I choked on it. I just have it really bad. Certain foods are just so hard for me to swallow. It really, really sucks. So I don't know, like Allison doesn't want to buy it for me. And I don't know if I want to get it because I get afraid of that stuff. Getting old sucks. It's alright, you gotta find all the joys that you can have when some of your other joys disappear from life. You find new ones, such as walking around, talking to people on YouTube for hours on end. Super love that. Music is 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10. 6 6 out of 10 music. What did you miss? I don't know what Allison missed. Oh, the chicken truck. Chicken truck, because the last time I got it, I choked on it. So you don't want me choking on it. Just walking by the chicken truck. Not 100% sure how long I'll be able to go to it, because I'm still not functioning very well. But I'm gonna try to go for an hour, because I think an hour will get me to 7,000 steps. Well, I'll get past. Oh, hot sauce version I'd probably be able to eat that easier. Usually I need things a little bit spicy to help swallow it. Allison likes to take pictures of all the flowers that she sees. So this is a spot that she'd probably take pictures of that. Beautiful flowers. Lars, I have a few of the Prince Valiants, not a ton of them, but I do like. Now, I find Prince Valiant a bit too wordy for me, so I don't think I read it, but I do really like the artwork. I like all the old school cartoon newspaper comics. I think they're great. So it's the kind of thing that I do pick up when I see it. Oh, I was signing up for my next haul video, and I realized I have 3 books from that Cracked Comics. I picked up a bunch. So Jason, thank you for recommending Cracked Comics. It was actually kind of fun that I picked up 3 graphic novels from his favorites. Flowers, taking pictures of flowers are fun. I think we all missed each other a ton, Lars. I missed Tina, I missed Jason, I missed you, I missed everyone here. I missed just being able to talk regularly. I miss just having an outlet to kind of get things off my mind if they're bothering me, or just having a fun time or celebrating things that I was really excited for. Also, the weather has been terrible. It's rained every freaking Sunday the last like 6 weeks, and I mean every Saturday. And Saturday is usually where we get half our revenue for the week. So I feel like we've lost thousands of dollars this month. Oh man, I am so sick of rain. Allison was saying she's on TikTok and someone made a joke. You know it's Saturday in New York when the rain starts. That's all it's been, rain, more rain. Rest of the week is fine. Just Saturday, rain. It should rain Tuesdays when we're closed. Yeah, it's slow. Ugh, I hate it. It's okay. I'll find other ways to think. I need to actually get the energy back to do some whatnot or something, to sell a few things to catch up so I can keep the comic channel. I'm dedicated to the comic channel right now. I don't think I want to do much on the main channel just because I just don't get any joy out of it anymore. And the people are starting to complain that I'm not doing enough content anymore. The people that love it. But that doesn't make me want to do more, right? Because then I'm just doing it for a job, or I'm doing it because someone said I had to do it. Not because I want to do it because I'm loving it. Right now it's beautiful. It's actually really beautiful right now. So good. It was raining all day yesterday and overnight though. I'm so done with rain. It could go a month without rain. I'll be happy. 1 month without rain. Now I'm looking forward to some nice snow walks, because I think on most walking channels the snow walks tend to be the ones that are the most popular. So I think it'd be really cool to do a fun snow walk. I don't know if it'll be too cold for me, but exactly, I want to do the stuff that brings me, like right now comics bring me so much joy. I was in a ton of pain, and doing the comic tour with the collection actually was so much fun that it helped like just get me past the days while I was healing. And then you know, Comic-Con stuff, absolutely my favorite time of the year. Now, I was a little frustrated because I couldn't get the videos out fast enough, so they haven't done as well as I would hope. Because you need to be kind of the first day, and I didn't get out to like the third day, just because my internet is not fast. Now, in the past, I got them up quick because I only did 1080p. Allison's like, you should just do it low res so you can get up faster, but I really wanted the videos to look as nice as possible. Because I don't want it just for the weekend. I want the Comic-Con videos to be something you can watch like 5 years from now and still think it's awesome. 10 years from now, it's still like one of your favorite videos kind of thing. They're about 10 to 20% below last year. So they're still doing well, but there's no growth. It's a little bit smaller than last year, which I would hope, because I have almost double this, not double, but I think I was at like 4,000 subs last year. The year before, year before I was just hitting 1,000, and this year I'm at 6, and this year is less than the last 2 years. So a lot of people complain that it's not comic oriented. There's one booth with like lawnmowers. There's a DoorDash booth. So if you look at only the big corporate stuff, it's like garbage. Like, I don't understand why DoorDash is there, right? Why is DoorDash, or in the past Geico? It's just a big advertisement. So it's like an advertisement in the middle of your video. But, oh yeah, it takes a little while, a couple days to get past the COVID shot to feel better again. Oh, there's our favorite street with all the trees. Love that street. Miss that street. But the thing is, I love comics. So when I show Comic-Con, I show you the part of Comic-Con I love, which is the artists that make comics, the old comics, the people selling comics, the collectors who buy comics. I love, this year, I made a focus to show a lot more collectors and what they picked up. And that was super, super fun. I actually have to do a lot more of that. I think I showed 6 people this year. A side hustle. Yeah, got her. So yeah, so a lot of people complained about how Comic-Con is this or that, or how terrible it was. But for me, I found so much wonderful comics, and I had such a fun time in the comics that for me, it is a Comic-Con. There's a lot of comic focus. At least my focus is on comics. I didn't even go to the toy side. There's a whole other side that's full of, you know, Funko Pops and art toys and stuff. You're not looking forward to, you probably get way too much snow, Lars. That's right. On those days, Lars, maybe I'll send you a yellow plastic thing to put on your screen to make it look sunny. I don't know. But yeah. No, I'm just looking forward to the snow walks, because I'm looking forward to this channel growing a bit. Because I would like to get to this point where if I do a walk video, if it got like, let's say 2,000 views, I'd probably make $10 or $15 on that walk. What that means is that would be $400 a year. Now you think, oh, why? I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want to be healthy, but also I find it way more enjoyable hanging out with you guys. But having an extra $15 a day or $500 a month, that pays for travel or like one con. Like when I went to the New Jersey con with Jason, it was maybe like a couple $100. We split the car cost. We got it for free. So an extra $500 a month means I could do one Garden State Comic-Con kind of con each month. I don't have to wait for local ones, which I like. I just want to have more budget to travel and do more. But yeah, I mean, the snow walks, it might be way too cold for me. I might just fall apart. Snowshoes, that'd be fun. I know, it'd be super cool. I mean, of course, if my channels were making me $5,000 a month, then I could afford a studio and I could do it full time, right? I mean, still I would have to work in the store a little bit, but I like the idea of just doing fun content, because that's what I want to do. I want to do fun haul videos. I want to do collection tours. I want to do really fun, unique type of toy and collectible videos. Well, I don't know if they hibernate in the winter. They might still be out in the snow. I'm really not sure. The population probably dies off a bit, but I don't know. We'll find out. I got the park. I haven't been to the local comic shops in like a month or two as well. So many things I miss. Oh, thank you, Lars. I appreciate that. I'll get there. I do like that this channel is growing still a little bit. You know, I did that short yesterday and it got 2 subscribers. to me, it's super cool that it's growing. That's all I want. I want to see progress. The main channel, every time I do something, I lose 10 subscribers. And if I do nothing, I lose 5 subscribers. So it's actually grows slower. I mean, I lose less if I don't do anything. So I'm not motivated to do content on that channel. It's like really depressing. Every time I do a video and I lose like 20 subscribers, I'm like, okay, this means, you know, my channel's not big enough to do content and it's shrinking. So I don't have any motivation seeing the progress that one day maybe it would be. I need that. I need to see growth. If I don't see growth, then it makes it feel like I'm wasting my time. Which means, you know, it's not wasted time because I love doing it, but it means I can't do it as much as I want to do it. It means I have to find other ways to make an income, and it sucks. Ooh, it's loud over here. I gotta get past this. I can't even hear myself. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time because I absolutely love making content, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy that other people enjoy it. Yeah, Saturday night it's super busy in the neighborhood. Even though it's a little bit chilly, people are still out and about. But yeah, I enjoy making content. So I just like, if I could find a way to do it more, then I want to. So that's what I mean is if I do videos and I'm losing subscribers and each video has less and less return, it means I'll never get to the point where I could do this full time. And that kind of bums me out a little bit. On this channel, are we at the 60,000 on this channel? That's crazy. You know, the comic channel just passed 1 million like a week ago. It was super cool to see the comic channel actually hit 1 million views total, which I think the main channel is maybe like 8 million, 9 million. So the comic channel is about 10% of the way. I would like to see it grow though. Yeah, sometimes I like to be just on my couch watching a show or just at the computer. Thank you. Yeah, 1 million. I couldn't believe I hit 1 million views on the comic channel. That just feels like I can't. What is 1 million? That's a number I can't even fathom, right? Like a busy day in my shop, maybe 30 people come through. Maybe I make 30 sales. So 30 people interacting with me or in the shop that day. Maybe 100 on a really busy day. So let's say a really busy day, 100 people. Really slow day, 20 people. So let's say 50 people a day on average. That's can't do math. My math is 50. So 1,000 would be 50, 10,000, 20,000 days. What is that? 70 years. So it would take 70 years to see my shop see 1 million people walk through, even if it's the same people over and over again. Like, what is 1 million? 1 million is crazy. I can walk through the park here. I'm gonna have a little sip of water. I need some hydration. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Squinky. I really appreciate that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I got my water right here. Y'all pay for the water. I'll drink the water, get hydrated, and try to keep going past an hour. I really appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Oh, last night I walked right by here, saw 20 Street Candy Pirates. Yeah, that's enough for like 1.5 Red Bulls. That's so freaking expensive. Life. Really do not like inflation. It is not fun. There's 1 million. Like what? If you read a comic book, you read a comic book, was it 26 pages of comic book? Let's say 30, just to make it even number, 30. 1,000 comics would be 30,000 pages. So 10,000. So 30,000 comics. You would have to read 30,000 comics to read 1 million pages. Like, right? 30,000. 30,000, maybe like 33,000 comics to hit 1 million pages. Like, that's a lot of comic reading. Like, how much reading? I don't think I've read 30,000 comics in my life. I don't read that much. I'm not really an avid comic reader because it's kind of hard for me to do. It's the process of reading is not joyous to me, which is for people that love to read, it is. but I love reading comic books. So the pictures and the storytelling. So if a comic has really beautiful artwork, it's actually quite a joy to read, but I'm focusing more on the artwork than the story or the words. All right, let's go over this way through the park. I'm just trying to take a little bit of a random route today. What sucks is my right arm is kind of a little bit numb from holding this thing, but my left arm is the bad one. So I'll be holding it for a minute in the left arm, but I need to get some kind of shoulder harness that I can put like right here that just holds it up while I'm walking. I'm not sure what to do on the main channel, because the main channel, I really should do it to help promote selling pops, because I still have 5,000 more pops to get out of my collection that I want to get rid of, but that's like a very, 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 very long process. I'm not sure how, honestly, I don't know how strong the pop market is right now. It feels so weak to me that it's hard to sell any. I know people are still excited for all the new drops, but I think most people that are still excited for that are more excited to be able to flip them to make a quick profit. And it's not as many people that are interested in having them. So I feel like there's a lot less actual collectors. Although, but people are still flipping them for high prices. So I really don't know. Pop market is just so driving me nuts at the moment. I'm selling a lot more other things, which is good, but the shop is so cluttered right now because I'm not getting rid of the pops yet. And yeah, the pops are everywhere. Now the good thing is I've had multiple people from out of the country come in and buy a lot because they're still popular in their countries, and they come to New York City thinking they'd find tons of pops, and they're not here anymore. You go to Barnes & Noble, there's none, or very few. You go to Targets, there's very few. You go to all the different stores that used to have walls of pops, they don't have them in the city. So I think my shop will be a last man standing kind of shop, which might be really good. Being a last man standing means you can keep going, and it's easy to supply the shop. Because if no one's selling pops, then no one's buying pops. So if you're the only place buying pops, you have kind of the control of it. I'm gonna finish this Red Bull. No, not yet. And I still, like, when I see them, I still get a joy of some of the old ones, like my favorite ones. I still look at them like, oh, this is cool. But when I see the new ones, it kind of reminds me of why I don't like them anymore. It's a real struggle, honestly. But that's, normal for any collector to have those kind of struggles. Because there's always going to be something you absolutely loved at one age, and then you get older and you decide you don't love it anymore. You enjoy something else. Playing wall ball. My friend Raul's in the handball Hall of Fame, so he absolutely loves it. He's always talking about it. He wants me to go to all his different events he goes to, which I'm just not really a handball fan, but I love the guy. So on the beautiful track. Music is 5 out of 10. It's halfway decent. 5 out of 10. Oh, we got an airplane in the sky. Keep looking for the aliens and the UFOs. Haven't seen anything lately, but I like zooming in on all flying objects. Why? Because it's fun. So look, yeah, that's an airplane. If it was 1832, it would be a UFO. But it's an airplane in the sky. Oh, you know what? Oh, I gotta show you guys this building here. This makes me think of, just with the circle on top, it makes me think that's Doctor Strange's building. I always think of that in my mind every time I see that. I'm like, oh, Doctor Strange's building. Here, let me go back to widescreen. All right, when it gets a little bit darker, we'll go to normal. But I like staying wide while I'm walking in the day so you can see more of what's going on. All right. I'm just trying to think of what content I should, I'm just gonna have to get back to used to just walking, whether I'm just walking in the same circles every night. Just get back my confidence, because just being able to get out and walk and talk, it's a good confidence booster. It's very easy to kind of lose your confidence when you don't do it for a while, because you really have to take a part of yourself and put yourself out there and be ready to just deal with anything that's negative. Although I almost never get any negativity on this channel. That's why I love this channel. That's why it's easy to come here. But on the other channels, it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to go through a you know, a barrage of nasty people. I don't know why. Why are people nasty? You know why people are nasty? Because they're just not happy in life. Some people are just not happy, and they think every other person's joy is the root of all the problems in their life. So I can't tell. The stream looks like it's been a solid strong the whole time. Have we cut out at all, or has it been just really crystal clear this whole time? I feel like we haven't done any cut out. I'm just thinking about, because this is normally the one little corner we used to all right, thank you, Tina, appreciate you. Oh, this, I gotta show you. So this is a new building they built in the last year or two. It's downtown Brooklyn. It looks like freaking the evilest tower ever. Like that tower right there. Oh, that tower right there is like miles away. The thing is super huge. That's probably like 5 miles away. It looks like the freaking Sauron's tower from the Lord of the Rings. It's still green. Cutting out. All right, so this corner is where it always cuts out. Interesting. Oh, and I do see it going down. Okay, let's go back. All right, let's get out of this zone. Okay, I'm gonna go past this area because this zone right here is the dead zone. So once we get past this, it should get better. All right. I do have to say the stabilizer is way much smoother than the last one. I'm really glad I got this one. I think I'm gonna just have a much more fun time, because like my arm is swinging all over the place, but just staying stable. Like, I need to find another mirror so you can see me, what I can do while holding the stabilizer. I don't know where a mirror is though. Oh, if you guys saw, did you guys see any of the video from 2-3 weeks ago when New York City got badly flooded? There was literally videos where the water level right here was above car doors. So right here in this part of the neighborhood, water was 3 or 4 feet deep. Holy crap, maybe 3 feet. I know, that building does kind of look like a middle finger. No, I think it's more downtown, and well, maybe no, it's past Fort Greene. I think it's by where the court building is, in that general area. But yeah, so I couldn't imagine if you lived in a building here, you probably had 2 feet of water in here. Like, holy crap. Like, the video I saw was from that corner. It was literally up at the top of the doors. So if you were like right here, this building probably was flooded. Oh my God. And then if you were low, you probably just like this parking area probably got flooded like crazy. That was just an insane day. I'm not looking forward to more flooding. I feel like every year now New York's going to have a big flooding event at least once or twice a year, which sucks. All right. I'm waiting for T-Mobile to have 5G home internet. They have it, but not in the neighborhood. I really need it because the internet I have right now, the Spectrum internet, I get like 10 to 20 Mbps per second upload, which means it takes me like 20 to 40 hours to get an hour 4K video uploaded. If I got the cell speed, so the 5G speed, I think it's like 60 or 70, which means I'd be able to do it in 5 hours. I'd be doing more content. Now, I was worried too, Squinky. So I was already over at the basement ready to go when I saw the big radar and it started coming down. The back door started trickling a little bit. I was like, all right, this sucks, but just a trickle. I actually had plugs to put over the sink this time, whereas last year it was like gushing out of the sink. So when I started hearing the sink gurgle, I put the plugs in, but the water just kept coming, and then it started coming through the door faster. So I had all kinds of buckets and things catching all the dripping water. And so I slowed it down, but then it started really coming through, and then it started coming through the wall. So then I had water barriers. So I set up the water barriers to catch it. And so I slowed it down a ton, but the water kept going, and then it went over the barriers. So by the time I got all that set up, it gave me enough time to get the water pump out. I couldn't find it, so I had to run around for like 10 minutes. But the water overflowed the barriers, and we ended up getting more water in the basement with that storm than we did when the water heater broke. But I didn't have anything on the floor this time, so I didn't lose anything. But I did get probably about that much water, so 6 inches worth of water. If I wasn't there, I probably would have got a couple feet. I might have lost a ton of comics. So it makes me really worried. I really don't want to keep as many comics in the store's basement. I don't have room for them though. It sucks. It's just another one of those things I stressed out about now, because every time it rains, I have to think, oh my God, is this the storm that's gonna destroy 100,000 comics? So I have to make really like strong decisions of what I have on the lower shelves. Like if I lose it, is it the end of, like if I lose all my first comics, I have them on the top shelf. If I lost all of them, I probably could replace most of that at 50 cents an issue, so it'd be a couple $100, but also it's taken me 20 years to put together most of that run. But then I have my Spawn comics. Maybe that I should move up to a higher shelf, because I feel like if I had lost the Spawn comics, that might be, you know, $1,000 worth of comics. Because Spawn is not as easy to replace. Years ago it was easy, but not anymore. Or let's see, on the bottom shelf I have my complete Punisher runs, which I think those would be pretty easy to replace. I think I pulled out most of the keys already that have the higher value. Ooh, it's windy today. But yeah, I still had 6 inches of rain in the basement, and I was prepared and stopping it and doing everything I could. If I wasn't there, I think I would have had 2 or 3 feet of rain in the basement, just because of how much, so much just fell in such a short time. So I feel lucky that I was prepared, but it also makes me feel like I can't go too far away, especially during monsoon season. So I might have to spend all my travel time in the winter. I don't have to worry about flooding when it's snowing. Or at least if there's a lot of rain melt or snow melt. Oh, I did these on my short. These posters are kind of neat. It's for Adidas and Montclair. So the fancy jacket company and sneaker company. Really, really, really fun ads. I really like these actually. I think these are neat. I guess that's the problem when you have too many comics. When you have too many comics, you have so many more worries. Maybe I need to sell my cheaper comics, but I love them. I love having them. It's really hard to think of getting rid of even my 50-cent stuff, just because then I won't have it at all. I can't look at it. I can't read it. I can't use it for reference. Not that I can right now, because I have so much. It's hard to access everything. But one day, I really would love to have a big studio where everything is really accessible. So if I wanted to do any specific theme, I could do it real quick. Like an hour, I could grab what I need and have a video ready to go. Ooh, it's windy over here. Yeah, duplicates I got rid of, and that's one thing I have been working on, is getting rid of the duplicates. Although, I'm not selling them fast enough to get rid of like thousands of duplicates. I sell a little bit here and there. No, I don't have insurance. If I insured everything, it would cost me $2,000 or $3,000 a month for insurance. So $20,000, $30,000, I'm guaranteed losing that already. I'd rather just spend that on comics, right? If I have $20,000, I'm losing, but I have a chance, but I'll be less likely to lose everything, then it'll be worth it for me. But for me, I feel like I'd rather just take that money and put it into more comics, honestly. And just hope for the best. Hope for the best. Because look, the actual chance of now water damage is a much higher chance now because of the flooding. But for fire and other things, it's like 1/2 of 1% loss chance. That's why they charge 2% for insurance, because they know that they're making 2 to 3 times their payout based on the chances of the thing actually happening. So I think that's over 30 years. That's like 1 or 2% chance that something terrible will happen. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's $200,000-$300,000 insurance over the next 20 years. I don't think that's worth it. I know it is really pretty right now. Like the way the buildings and the clouds and stuff. I feel like I want to walk back over by the water. So, no, I do. At the store, we do have insurance. We have liability insurance. So if someone gets injured, we're covered. If there is a fire or a major theft, some of our inventory is covered, but my collection is not covered. But like anything, you can have a chance of loss. Like if everything I had was in the stock market, I would have lost probably a third, probably 25% of my value just from losses of how bad the market's been the last year or so. If I had put in Bitcoin at its peak, I would have lost half my value. So it's all relative. I calculate things relative in my mind. Worst case scenario versus, and the percentage that happened versus actual scenario, right? Like if someone told you, if you cut off your foot, you will have less of a chance of breaking it in a car accident. Do you do that? Probably not, because I like my foot. And that's a pretty big expense, even though it's only a small percentage of my body. That's kind of how I feel like with insurance, because insurance, that's a lot of money to add up. And there's a lot of traffic and no lights here. All right, I'm trying to cross over. Okay, there we go. There we go. And also, if I had been paying insurance when my collection was smaller over the last 25 years, I would have a really small collection compared to what I have right now, because most of the money that went into the collection would have went into insurance. Hey, DBC. Nope. It's like postal insurance. They charge 2 or 3% for every package, but it's less than 1% failure rate. I don't think I've ever hit more than 1% failure rate on my packages. And so everything in the market's just been really, really weak right now. So we all have to get kind of through this bad economy and just get out the other side as strong as possible. All right, we're going over here. Hopefully, you guys let me know if the signal goes out or if it gets weak. I'll walk out. It seems really strong right now, but I want to get down by the water. Got the soccer field. More. All right, switching to the bad arm for a second. Yeah. No, exactly. That's why when you pay for insurance, it's like you're sacrificing some of your financial future for the fear of losing everything. But to me, that sacrifice sometimes is larger because your actual chance of losing is a lot smaller than the amount you pay. So if you do get hit, great, you're insured, but most likely you're just going to lose a good percentage of your value. 2% a year doesn't feel like a lot, but that's 2% that's also not growing, or it's not going into something else. And after 10 years, that's 20, 30% that you could have invested. So it probably would have been 40, 50%. Because in 10 years, you probably would have doubled your value. And I think of all the things I've purchased over the years at $1 or $2, that if I had paid insurance, I wouldn't have bought those because I wouldn't have the money that have now worth $500 or $1,000. So it's just like, the returns are better without the insurance. Yes, it's scary, but I feel like overall there's a way better chance for we're losing. Okay, okay, we'll go back this way. I see it cutting out now. Yeah, I see it cutting out. It just went down. All right, back this way. No, I saw it actually just dunked down to half the bit rate. So I'm going back the other direction. We'll go back to the other park if they're open. I don't know if yeah, it looks like a few people are walking through here, so I think they're still open. I think they're technically open till 8. It feels like it's the middle of the night, but it's winter schedule. So what time is it? 6? I don't even know. 6:10. So it's still relatively early in the day. All right, I'm going to switch to my regular camera. There we go. So the light is better. There we go. You can see better in this. You just don't see as much, but it's much more crystal clear. All right, now my stabilizer is showing a red light, which I haven't seen before. So I don't know if that means the battery is going dead. So it might be that this stabilizer doesn't last as long as the old one. Like it works better, but because it works better, it might use more electricity. So we'll see how far we can go before it crashes. Good news is the stabilizer hasn't fallen down or done anything quirky, whereas the old one, it would start acting up and it would start like, you know, it'd go off course and it would fall down. Haven't had any of that happen yet, which is great. Because I want to be able to do at least an hour and a half every day with this stabilizer. 2 hours would be better. You know what? I'm just going to go straight up this way. Stay away from the parks. And the park is when it kind of disconnects a little bit. And it's still a little bit weaker of a stream. All right. $6:35. But yeah, it's late. 6:35. Okay, we got. Yeah, Lars, I agree with you. That's like one of my worst fears as well. But you know what? It might just mean that you get back to collecting dollar bins or cheap books again. And do it slowly and just collect in a way just to enjoy it more, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I would do and I don't want to think about it. I'll just keep going the best I can. You know, the older I get too, more health issues and all that, the collection becomes a little bit less important. Like for me, I love my collection. I love the hunt and hanging out with friends and doing video. Like I almost love that more than the collection itself. So, you know, if I lost my collection, I could still do that. What is this? Second City, New York. Can someone look up what Second City is? What is the Second City, New York? Is that a thrift store or a music? Like, I'm curious. Someone look that up for me. Second City. But yeah, I feel like if I did lose everything, I wouldn't lose the ability to collect, and I wouldn't lose the ability to make content, and I wouldn't lose the ability to hang out with friends while collecting. That you can't get rid of until you're gone. As a comedy club? Okay, so maybe it's just a comedy club. Interesting. I'm hoping it brings some more people into the neighborhood coming to shop again. Because when that was a record store, Rough Trade, we're literally, Pop Fuzz is right there. So it used to bring in like long lines of people. It was awesome. Like people would come for an event and then after the event they would pop into Pop Fuzz. So hopefully, Jason, maybe all those comedy records will be sellable now. I don't know. All right, I think I'm gonna do a few loops left and right now in the neighborhood because it's kind of an easy way to walk. Easy way to walk. I also, here's another thought. So I'm doing this 100 best covers of the year video, and I'm just thinking how much easier it is to make quality work with AI. So who knows, in 5-10 years it might be we don't even like the physical stuff because we can get these like made on demand comics and movies and things that we really enjoy that has nothing to do with people creating it, which I hate to say that, but we might get to the point where what we enjoy is completely different than how we enjoy it today. Oh cool, that's a second. Okay, cool. I like seeing it become a venue again instead of just being. Yeah, Lars, that is true. Because every single book would probably represent a time and an era of when you bought it, when you read it, when you enjoyed it. And life changes so much that it really does represent that. Thank you, I love the 80s. I am so happy. Ooh, it's busy over here. I can't even hear myself, so let me get past the crowd and then we can chat. I'm actually really happy to be back. I've had such a terrible month health-wise that, and then just mentally, I felt like I was just losing my ability to stream comfortably. Today it feels good. I haven't had any brain fog. I feel very clear and confident. Whereas before, when I was streaming like a month ago, 5 weeks ago, I kept forgetting things and it was really frustrating me. So I lost my confidence. So this is good. Hopefully I can get back to doing at least a few streams a week because I really want to get my energy back up. Oh, it's an improv. Okay, second season improv classes. Interesting. So is it a comedy club or an improv location? I'm curious. I think the rent for that building was like $30,000 a month. Crazy high, but I would love to have a giant building like that just for the YouTube channel. I would make so much content if I had that much space. Because I could just set up ideas and then like when I wanted to work on them, I just work on them. And then when I'm ready to film them, they're ready to go. I wouldn't have to like clean up before I work on something else. Oh, that's super cool. All right, I'm happy to hear that there's a new venue in the neighborhood. That's actually quite cool. Very cool indeed. All right, coming by the flower. The new one is you're talking about the rough trade location, Austin? You just told me what that was. Or are you talking about the original one? I'm confused. We've got some pumpkins and sunflowers. Pumpkins and sunflowers. All right, we're at hour 18 minutes. I'm feeling my my energy levels going down, but I think I can make it to an hour and a half. Just do a few loops in the neighborhood. I also think I need to get back to making some artwork. I was so satisfied when I was doing a ton of artwork earlier in the year, and when Brandon died, it zapped my soul out a little bit. But I'm getting an itch. I need to do something, I think. So it'll be comedy shows and classes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that'll be fun. Oh, we got some puppets. Let's look at the puppets here. Puppets. Window puppets. Oh, that's a cute little kid's book, The Ghost and the Cat. I like that. That's a fun little window display. I love Halloween displays. I'm gonna have a little bit of water. Keep hydrated. I was watching a interview with a woman who was like an expert in stress and all that, and she was saying that the cortisol that our bodies produce, you leach it out when you sweat, so it's actually really good. But if you're extra stressed out, you can also stress out the people around you because they're getting exposed to your stress hormones. But so yeah, I want to walk more. I need to get my stress out. Healthy for you to get it out. Oh, there's more Halloween. I'm gonna look over here. I love looking at the Halloween stuff. This is a vintage clothing shop. And it looks like, I want to see what up here. They have a weird orange monster. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, I've been having such a hard time. The other night, I was like, I wanted to walk and hang out with you guys so badly. Well, I gotta look at these books real quick. Just gotta look if there's any graphic novels. No, I don't see anything. Music 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Maybe 5 out of 10. I don't. But yeah, thank you, Tina. The other night, 2 nights ago, I was thinking about trying to walk, and then I stressed out about it for 5 hours. And then I was just like, you know what? I need to just walk just to get back, because I was afraid of walking too, because all the pain I have in my arm. I keep feeling like I'm just going to collapse and not be able to walk. So it terrifies me. Oh, these windows are fun too. Got Bigfoot mask. Oh, thank you, Guy. I really appreciate it. I am happy to be back. I'm actually had a lot of fun today, just walking around, hanging out with you guys, and just chatting a little bit about everything, things that bother me, things I'm excited about. It's good. It's nice to be able to chat and just get things off the brain a little bit. But yeah, this club is hopping. Live music is nice. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 live music. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? I'm being distracted by all the fun Halloween. The roof here, there's this cool Jack Skellington that looks like a ghost. I saw it 2 nights ago. I thought it was amazing. Let's see if I can zoom in. He's kind of dark when I zoom in, but he freaking looks awesome. Absolutely love that. But you can't see it so well. But yeah, so 2 days ago, I thought I was going to try to do a walk with you guys, but I was just having so much anxiety about it. Like, I didn't think I could actually physically walk for 2 hours. So I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna walk. I did a short, which was nice. So I did something, and I was able to do 10,000 steps. So I was like, all right, I think I can do this again. I'm very uncomfortable right now. I have the pain in the arm, but the legs feel good, the feet feel good. Honestly, the shoes I wear have been the nicest shoes I've ever had for walking. So like my feet just do not get tired like they used to with other shoes. So it's mostly just the pain in the arm. I don't know if it's a pinched nerve or what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not pushing it. I'm just gonna do my 10,000 steps and just slowly do it. Try to do it at least every other day. If I cannot, get back to daily. But today I just want to see because I really, not for my physical health, but for my mental health. I just wanted to get out and hang out with you guys and chat a bit and just have a fun time. And like, I'm so happy that I got out, and I feel pretty good right now, actually. I appreciate that. I love the 80s. That's why I keep coming back. All you guys, especially you guys on this channel, because like 20 or so of you guys are here all the time. You guys are like all my friends. So it's just like, when I'm not on here, I kind of miss just chatting about everything and catching up with the world and letting you guys know what's going on. And so like, even if I don't feel like I can do any other channel stuff, because that's more like work than just pure fun, I'll be here walking, because I forgot how much I enjoyed this. I've been so anxious about live streaming again, because I've wanted to, but because I had so many problems the last few times last month, I didn't think I could do it. But I feel my brain feels really nice right now. I don't feel bad anymore. My lungs don't feel like they're struggling that much, not like they were when I was sick. The only thing that's bothering me right now is the arm, which really sucks. But I have a feeling just being able to move my body and get around walking will help just make things work a lot better. So I want to get back to it. Get back, especially, and the weather is perfect for walking now too. It's around 60, perfect. Up down to about 40, perfect. When it gets below 40, it starts to get a little too cold. But at 40, I can just bundle up, keep moving, and just bundling up is actually really fun. I really enjoyed the cold weather walks earlier this year when I first started in April. So I'm looking forward to kind of the cold weather walks again. Really looking forward to the snow walks, honestly. I think that'll be the most fun. I might have to do some just regular non-live streams, just do a regular walking video and get that up on the channel, just as something that helps grow the channel so that I can do the live streams more often. But I found my joy. You know what I did find? Since I've been live streaming all year, I had a hard time doing edited videos. That's something I had lost my confidence on. So I challenged as I was feeling shitty on my arm, I challenged myself to do the collection tour videos. And those I could do with minimal effort. And, you know, it only took me about an hour or two a day. So I could do, oh, look, this place has, they have sandbags. They must have been dealing with rain. Man, that sucks. Exactly. That's why, honestly, when I started walking in April, I was having lots of bad health effects. So my mind, I was thinking, oh, hey, Marlana. I missed you as well. I missed everyone. I missed just being out and about walking. So this is great. But yeah, in April, in my mind, I had this plan. I was like, you know, when I'm retired, when I'm 65, and I'm not doing anything else, I'm going to just get out there. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to be super healthy. But then I was thinking, you know, I don't do that now. So how the fuck am I going to do that when I'm 60 and like old and decrepit? So I was like, you know what? I need to get out walking every day now. Find the joy. At first it was hard, but I found my joy in the walking. So I thought, you know what? I need to get out all the time, walk daily, find my joy in the walking. And then from that joy, just get healthier and live a better, longer, stronger life. So that's what I'm hoping. That's the plan, at least. I'm hoping you guys stick around with me for a long time, too. 30 years from now, I'll be an old geezer walking around wherever the heck I'm living at the time. I don't think I'll still be in New York when I'm, you know, in my 70s. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't drive, so I'll probably need someplace that's still walkable. But I want a place that I can just set up with a few simple luxuries just to really enjoy my old age. I want to be able to read as many comics as I can, watch as many shows as I want. Music is 4 out of 10. Rating the music 4 out of 10. I'm going to get so copyright striked in this video. There's so much music. I want a nice quality massage chair so I can massage out my aches and pains. And a couple of pinball machines, I think. A couple of pinball machines. A nice, good open kitchen. Right now, our apartment has such a small kitchen. It's really almost non-existent. It kind of sucks. I know. There's little luxuries I would like to have when I'm old. Just make life easier. But yeah, just getting out every day and walking is so it's good for the body and good for the soul, as they say. I'm not sure where I'm at. I don't know what speed I'm walking at. So I don't know if I'm closing. I'm at an hour and a half. I might be closing in on the 10,000 step mark. I'm not 100% sure. It might be 7,000 or 8,000. I forget where I'm at this point. All right. Thank you, Tina. That'll be awesome. Love it. I love it. Awesome. Kind of hoping by then this channel is pretty huge so I can like travel the world and hang out with all you guys all over the place and just like make life more about exploring the universe and life and not so much about stressing out how I'm gonna pay my next bill. Oh, just stepped in some kind of slippery gunk. My shoes are all slippery. All right, I'm gonna try to go another half an hour. Hopefully everything keeps going. I feel pretty good. My arm actually does, it feels a little bit numb, but doesn't actually feel that bad. It's actually, I feel pretty good right now just as I'm walking, so that's great. Trying to think, I haven't talked or hung out with you guys in like a month, so there's probably 1,000 things that I need to talk about or can tell you about. Let's see, I went to Toy Fair. Toy Fair, they moved to October this year, which was not October, or was it? No, end of September into October. It made no sense to me. It was too close to New York Comic Con. They used to have it in February. I think next year they might move it back to February. I do love just seeing all the toys and stuff. And it's fun, but this year I wanted to do content on the main channel, but I was not feeling it. I had like a very, emotional panic, I guess. Oh, this is too funny. I don't want to show everyone. Hello, hello. Right. That's too funny. People are still half naked in the bathhouse. It's cold out, but still stripped down while you're eating dinner. Okay, that place is just so bizarre. I don't understand eating there. That food has to be really, really good to do that. I don't think I could do that if the food was not that good. We're just looping around the neighborhood right now. But yeah, no, Toy Fair, I just like, I really wanted to work on the main channel, but the main channel just feels kind of dead to me. I'm not sure. Like, I just couldn't find inspiration. So I got there and I was just like, I was going to do a whole bunch of filming, and then I just mentally just kind of broke down a little bit. I realized I just couldn't. But then I did a bunch of shorts, which was fun. The only problem with shorts is they die off after the first few days. They don't really make for good content to grow a channel. I don't think, at least. I haven't had any success with shorts yet. It's kind of annoying that they want you to do shorts, but then they don't really promote them that much. And I don't know what kind of perfect short I have to make for it to be successful. Like, there's one channel where the guy gets like 2 million views every short, and all he does is he kicks a soccer ball at strangers and they have to hit a goal or something. And it's literally just thousands of videos like that, and it's ridiculous. It's so freaking boring. I don't even know how he has success. Oh, hey! Locks. Coven C. I can't read your name. Can't read your name. I'm happy you were able to grab me today. I haven't done a live in like 5 or 6 weeks. I just haven't been feeling the best. But I really want to get back to it. So today was kind of a challenge to see how well it would go. And it's been really fun, actually. All right, locks is good. I like that. But awesome, I'm happy you're here now and I'm able to catch it. I really would love to see this channel grow a ton. Because honestly, it's so peaceful and relaxing just telling stories or getting things off my chest that are bothering me, or just getting out and walking. So like there's a joy, I guess I would say, of just being able to do this. So I'm happy to do it today, and I'm actually having a lot of fun. So it's been a really good walk. I kind of, you know what it is, I get into this, I don't want to repeat myself. Like, I'm really bad at repeating myself. So if I did something once already, it's a hard time for me to want to do it again. And that's kind of what I feel like walking around a lot like this. It's like I can't eat the same meal 2 days in a row. Oh, you're very welcome. I had so much fun today, or what was it, last weekend at New York Comic Con. Honestly, I think they're some of my best videos. I feel like they should do a little bit better, because I don't think a lot of people take time to show the fun of New York Comic Con. They'll show like kind of a shaky little bit of the floor, or they'll do like a 1 minute clip or something, or maybe some cosplay or something. But I feel like it doesn't really capture the feel of New York Comic Con. I want my videos to feel like you've experienced kind of what I experienced. Mine is some of the annoying, tedious line waiting, that kind of stuff. Oh, I love the 80s. That is fantastic. Yeah, no, this has been really good, positive experience for me today. Even if I'm feeling a little pain in my arm, I have to remember that the actual walking feels good, and that I need to get out and just continue to do it. Because honestly, when I'm just walking without the video as well, it's harder, right? I feel like when I'm actually talking to people and telling stories and whatnot, I'm so distracted from what I'm actually doing that I've walked 10,000 steps and I don't even think so. Yeah, no, Comic-Cons are so much fun to me. I think you just got to focus on the part that you love and try to ignore everything else, and you'll find Comic-Cons can be great. And this year too, you know, normally day 4, I still try to do a video, but that's the day I hang out with my son. This year I said, you know what, it's 100% just for him. Now my arm was really hurting that day because I had overdid it at New York Comic Con, but I did stuff just for him that day, and that was actually really joyful. So one less video this year, but my overall joy increased. We went, okay, so I guess I could tell you what we did on fourth day. Fourth day, I asked my son what he wanted to do. I asked him if he wanted to do videos or where he wanted to see. He said he wasn't sure. He didn't even know if he wanted to go. I think he was really nervous about going. I was like, well, I told him it was his day. We'll do whatever he wants. And so he's like, well, I want to avoid all the comic sections. Because, you know, with so many years of me just we just walked in a big circle. That's funny. That's the second city. Did I go? I must have walked in a big circle. But yeah, he was like, don't go to the comic section, because, you know, I've dragged him to so many Comic Cons where he just watches me dig through comics. So I got all my digging done the first couple days. So we went to the video game section, which was a lot smaller this year. Last year, I felt like there was like 5 or 6 vendors. This year, there was like 1. It was weird. There was some things definitely missing this year. And so he got an amiibo and some little teeny video game keychains, ones that look like old Nintendos and whatnot. And then we weaved through the whole end section that was all the toy stuff. And we had a lot of fun just going through that. And then we thought it was super funny that there's a freaking DoorDash booth there. Like, we were just making jokes about like having food delivered to the floor. Like, and then he really, really wanted a DoorDash hat, but we had to sign up to it. And like, I don't deal with that. Allison usually deals with that stuff. So I'm usually the guy that does the, you know, I don't like the ordering food and stuff because usually I have so much food problems that I don't have joy thinking about it. It stresses me out. So I didn't do that. So we didn't get the hat. And then I was thinking, you know, having the hat would make you feel like maybe you're a DoorDasher. I don't know if that's cool or not. I mean, it's a job. It's awesome to get paid doing it, but I didn't know if I wanted my son running around with a DoorDash hat on. But we did get funny pictures taken in the booth. There was like a photo op, basically. There was also a photo op for like an airline or something like that. And then, well, when we walked by the comics, he's like, walk real quick. So I was just like, all right, you're the boss. We just walked right past the comics real quick. And then we went to, we checked out the whole other side where like Funko is and whatnot. And it was pretty fun. I had a fun time just hanging out. We played some video game. Normally in the past, I was always like, all right, let's not play the video games because we just do that at home. But this time I was like, you want to play video games? Let's play video games. So we played some of the Dragon Ball Z Fighter. And so my first run is not complete, but I have something like, I want to say 450 to 500 of the issues. So I'm probably about 60% of the way there. Eclipse, I think I only have 400 or 500, but Eclipse is a little bit bigger. So Eclipse, I think I'm only about a third to half of the way for a full set. Comico and Pacific, probably about the same, probably a third to half. It's the kind of thing that I like picking up really cheap in collections, but I don't really go and spend $2 or $3 to complete the sets because I feel like it's too much. And I like the goal of completing the sets by buying them for like a quarter or 50 cents. So that's it. But I'm getting to a point where some of the issues I'll probably be willing to pay a couple bucks for. Like, first,
Get on that?
sure. You want to say hi?
Yeah. You live streaming.
Yeah, live right now. You guys having a fun evening?
Of course.
It's all right. We've got a crippling nicotine addiction.
I see that. So you can't be inside. You gotta keep coming out.
Keep it out.
You inside. You drink half a beer and then you come out and you smoke one and.
Exactly.
But you're
How
hungry.
we made it on.
Yeah.
What do the viewers
Pop-
say?
Yo,
They
what
love
do-
us, right?
Well, we're 30 seconds behind, so
Dude, tell them we love them.
okay. They'll appreciate it. I think they love you too. I love you. Here, give me a hug. Give me a hug.
No.
No, we don't do hugs here.
All right, no hugs. All right. All right, I appreciate you guys. Have fun. They say hi. They're saying hi. Yeah. That's funny. I like people out and about having a fun time. I appreciate those kind of people. And I'm a hugger. I'll give a free hug if someone's having a fun time. I scared him. Scared him with my hugs. It's all right. I feel like Saturday's the day we always get someone who wants to. Oh, look, in a chair. There's always chairs. Why is there always chairs in the neighborhood? People are always throwing out chairs. Whew. Whew. All right, I'm getting tired. All right, so the stabilizer has had a red battery for the last 10 minutes, so we're still going good. I just don't know if it's gonna die. I'm not 100% sure how. Like, I haven't given the stabilizer a full 2-hour test yet. The old one would die after about 2 years. Cheers. Oh yeah, we just walked down the street. Let's go down the next block. Because we already did this block. Like, this is weird because we walked by those flowers before. I did a big old circle, didn't I? Big old circle. Although, you know what? You probably wouldn't want to hug me right now because I've been walking for an hour and a half. So I'm all kind of sweaty and skinky and all my stress hormones. My cortisol is all over. Yeah, now we're on Bedford. Bedford is busy. This is the main avenue where everyone comes for the evening. You got your magical salad shops, and your clubs. Your tattoo parlors with bloody doors. Your fun pop culture junk shops. Your coffee houses. Yeah, I'm not, you know what, I'm not actually, I had to, I forgot what they are. I just ate a whole bunch before I started walking, so I'm actually quite full at the moment. So it's not one of those nights where I'm showing you every food truck, because that's when I get really hungry. I'll even look at the menu at the Naked Bathhouse restaurant. Oh, we didn't. Let's loop around to the book box. I haven't done that in like a month. I actually did that once 2 weeks ago just to drop some stuff off, but I actually haven't looked since. All right, I guess we'll have to go do all the standards. We got the Bruce Lee mural still. Yeah, some people still smoke cigarettes. Most people smoke the vapes now, but sometimes I guess the cigarette is just more convenient to have. I have no idea. I've never really smoked in my life. I don't think I've ever smoked a cigarette. Not even a magical salad one. Just because I've had bad asthma my whole life, so I never had the urge to put any kind of extra substance into my lungs that could irritate them. Because like that, the sound of like smoking in, giving myself a big asthma attack sounds so miserable that I've never had that. Hey Psycho Phil, I miss doing them too. I'm actually having such a nice time tonight. Like my left arm has been really hurting the last 2 or 3 weeks. But like doing this walk is actually making me feel a lot better. Oh, we got the fish. I don't think have we ever seen the fish in the day? We got the koi fish tank. There's some big suckers in there. Those guys are huge. Usually you can't really see them at night so well. Sort of kind of wish I had maybe I need to get myself a like a sling to hold my arm a little bit while I'm walking, just give it a rest. Yeah, it's quite beautiful. The temperature is nice. It's about 60 degrees, I think. Maybe 59, 58. But it's like right at the right temperature where I'm not cold. I have a hat just in case my ears get cold, but I haven't really needed it yet. Oh, this is a fun mural here. Chinese food, I guess. That looks food. Now, maybe I am getting a little hungry. I'm starting to see the food places a little bit more. Before, I didn't even notice them. Now I'm like, that place looks nice. Isn't that funny how when you're not hungry, you don't even notice? But when you start getting hungry, every place looks very interesting. Like, what is this place? I need to see what's going on. All right, next thing I need to figure out too is I want to find a way to get a harness. Because at Comic-Con, I did all my filming. I had another camera. I bought a IG 380 that was supposed to have a little piece that you could take off and put around your neck to kind of like, so I thought I would use it to dig through the bins. I didn't need it though. I felt like using this stabilizer on my phone was good enough the whole time. But the one thing is, the whole time I'm holding a big stabilizer that's kind of heavy, and I'm like trying, it's hard to kind of like, when I'm paying people, I'd have to put it on the ground. So I want to see if there's actually a harness for stabilizers. There's got to be some kind of harness where I could just like put it right here on the side. I would like that. That way I can just walk around with it or something and just have it, make it a little bit easier. But it looked great, right? The footage was pretty stable. I think it looked great. I was able to get it. It took me forever to upload it, but I wanted to upload it in 4K so it looked as good as possible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I had a harness, just not a harness to hold the phone permanently, but more a harness where I could put the stabilizer in it holding the phone whenever I needed to put it down. And then I could just grab it again whenever I was ready to film. Just to speed up the process between filming and not filming. Then I think I would be free to do a lot more. Because the idea of the IG360 was to put it around my neck, be able to flip through boxes of comics like this without, holding a thing. But by the time I thought about setting up, it's like a 5-10 minute process. And it was just too cumbersome, right? Whereas when I had the stabilizer in my hand, hit the record button, just walk around and just record and like not even think about it, right? I could just turn it on and I could be like, I would take a 10-second clip of me saying, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And then that way, the good thing is when you're filming at a Comic-Con or if you're filming an event, you need to make it kind of like a story. A lot of people don't make it a story. They're just like, well, I saw a lot of video of people just walking around for 10 minutes and that's the video. Whereas you need to make it kind of like a story. Do you really wear a harness? Or are you just making a joke? But yeah, if there's a kind of harness that would hold the phone quickly, just so I could free my hands, that would be good too. I'll figure it out. I had so much fun at New York Comic Con. I really would like to do a lot more conventions this year. I also have to figure out how to pay for all of it though, because I spent way too much at New York Comic Con. Although I did win the art I won was worth about as much as I spent. So I got at least double my value, but most of the stuff I bought was undervalued anyway. So I probably got like almost triple my value I spent this year. Yeah, I need to figure out something for the phone. Whether it's, I want something to hold the stabilizer. Because the one thing with the stabilizer that I can do is like, let's say, all right, I see a sign up here, right? I could go like this, go like that. And now I could edit. I can add something like, oh, this sign says towed away, no parking zone. And then when I edit in later, it looks nice. It takes me 2 seconds because I'm already set up and filming. I don't have to think about it. Whereas if I have a harness on, it's just whatever's in front of me. So I'm maybe not able to like all of a sudden be like, oh, there's something on the ground here. Let's take a film of this. Okay, Rolling Gates Ironworks sticker. Like, I mean, I'm showing you absolutely like nothing. What I'm saying is when I'm having the stabilizer, I can take time to like move the camera and show you things. I went all 4 days at New York Comic Con. Honestly, I can't get enough done in one day. I need to do all 4 days. Day one is usually me hitting the old comics because you get first pick and that stuff doesn't get restocked. All right, like I can come over here. I'm holding this. I'm like, look, it's a Chatter Teeth. Chatter Teeth, one Chatter Teeth. And then we got 2 Chatter Teeth. And then we got 3 Chatter Teeth. And see, something like that I could edit just into a quick 2-second clip. But yeah, I go, first day is always I hit the old stuff. I go to Victory Comics. I try to see what I can find that's a good price. Day 2 is usually when I try to do Artist Alley and get the artist stuff, because that stuff isn't running out too quick. So usually, maybe you might miss 1 or 2 books, but for the most part, you can get lots of awesome stuff from the artist. And then day 3 is kind of what I call the cleanup day, where I don't do as much day 3 because I already did most of it the day 1, 2, but I do get to see Like day 3 this year, I bought the Milo Manara Wonder Woman comic because I kept thinking about it. And I bought a couple other things I missed. And I saw Arthur Adams, David Nakayama, and I believe Sabine Rich day 3, which I had meant to see him on day 2, but they had big long lines. So day 3 is my day usually to kind of catch up on the things I missed. And then day 4 is the day I spend with my son. And honestly, if I had more money, I probably could still be there today digging through stuff. Because I always, I can't buy everything I want, so I have to find the things I want the most at the best price. There's something fun about this store. They got, like, just a whole bunch of shoes lined up. It actually is kind of a cool store display. Kind of like that. I didn't even try Funko. I'm done with Funko for now. Like, I don't like, everything about it is so miserable. And you can't really go to the booth unless you win the lottery spot. And even if you win the lottery spot, you still have to wait like 4 or so days. Yeah, Oliver, what happened at the booth? Because I'm assuming it's the same unfair stuff that always happens. There's going to be influencers that get to go up and get free stuff. Some people cut the line. People being able to grab more stuff than they're supposed to. That's the kind of stuff I always see. And at the point, I'm just kind of like, I'm over it. I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's not fun. It takes away. The thing with Comic-Con, it should be an event that by the time you're done, you realize it was a blast and not like a chore or something that's absolutely just awful. And the thing too, some people are telling me this year's New York Comic-Con exclusives you can pick up relatively cheap, like $25, $10 more. And by the time you pay for your ticket and the many hours to try to get into the booth, like it's just cheaper to buy extra, pay $10 more for the pop you want. It's really, you're not getting any pops that are worth big money anymore. I did a whole analysis. I was using I was using Bard to help me kind of determine. I think right now Funko makes on average like 40,000 of each pop. They're just overproducing them. They're just way too common now. I don't know how much the con pops are, but I'm assuming those are as well. Hey, Ralph. But yeah, Oliver, I'm curious what you saw that was like unfair. I'm assuming it's a little bit all of that. All right, library booth. It's been a while since we looked at it. All right. Let's see all the, what's this? Adobe Illustrator Wow book. So this is about, it's not, I gotta say there for a second, I thought it was like a graphic novel. It's just about making it home. Well, so I've been hearing pops of the new Beanie Babies for 12 years, which they're not. As much as you feel it, well, let me scratch that. Modern pops maybe just because they're overproducing them, but it's still known characters, so it's still Five Nights at Freddy's characters, it's still Marvel characters, it's still things that people want versus, nothing. But it's still fun to check out. Versus Beanie Babies were generic plush animals. So there's no other connection to them other than if you like a cute dog or a bear. Right? You like a cute purple bear, boom, it's a Beanie Baby. Whereas Funko Pops have so much nostalgia connected to them. So like, if you like, Swamp Thing, there's a Swamp Thing pop. If you love the movie Coming to America, which I love, there's pops for that. There's pops for a lot of things, if you like Flash Gordon, there's Flash Gordon pops. There's a lot of pops for things that you love. Maybe you don't like the pops in general, but there will be pops of things you love. And a lot of times I hear people say, oh, I hate pops, but they still have 4 or 5 because it's of something they absolutely love. So they're not Beanie Babies in that sense that they're generic and that people are buying them just for the value. No, people are buying them because they love the characters. They just happen to start gaining a lot of value. Okay, take care, Jason. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. So Beanie Babies are now in the stock. Like, I've sold 500 Beanie Babies in the shop in the last year. They sell quite well for me. And good profit, too, because I pay like a quarter, 50 cents, and I sell them for $4. But yeah, this year, now that it's the 20th anniversary, they actually just started releasing Beanie Babies again. Beanie Babies are back, and they're doing well. They're selling well because people are nostalgic for them now. They finally hit a nostalgic area. Everyone's dressed up. They're dialed up for the night, right? It's Saturday night. People are out and about looking for a fun time, so they're gonna put something else on. Let's see. But yeah, no, Beanie Babies are back. They have Beanie Boos. They have like Ty never went anywhere. They just never had a secondary value, right? They did a little bit in the 90s, but you know what happened in the 90s? eBay came about, so everyone could see how many are out there. They weren't rare. Before eBay, people thought they were rare because it would sell out from the local shop. You can find them. Boom, the book says it's $50, it's $50. Once eBay was around, everyone could see, oh no, there's thousands of them listed I could get for $5. So eBay helped kill Beanie Babies because they did make 100, 200,000 of each style. And even to this day, I was talking maybe 5 years ago to a Ty rep, and they were saying that Ty does not make any plushies unless they make at least 30,000. If they don't make at least 30,000, it's not worth them trying to make them. So Funko, I did calculate, I think Funko's probably making on average 40,000 pops now, which is a lot. But back in the day, back in 2014, 15, they were only making about 5,000 of each pop on average. Once you do the math, the amount of sales compared to either the retail or the wholesale and pops, you could calculate that was about 5,000. Because I was asking Bard, some of the information is probably off, but they were saying that 65% of the sales is approximate the pop sales for Funko. So based on that, I could get a number, and then I could divide that number between $7 if they're selling wholesale, or like $15 if they're selling retail. And based on that, you can calculate about how many they're making of each pop on average. Yeah, it's more casual. We're not, well, these are people that are enjoying their evening. This isn't people trying to get to work. If you're trying to get to work, you're at full speed and you can't stop. But right now, people are kind of casual. I'm walking at my normal speed, which is faster than most people. So I have to like kind of weave in and out of people. Now, the other thing you need to know about Beanie Babies is that plush dolls are for little kids. Most kids, some kids, when you're 10 or 11, you might still get a couple plushies that you absolutely love, and those probably end up being your favorite. But by the time you're 12 or 13, you're done collecting them. Most kids get plushes before the age of like 7 or 8. So most of the strongest nostalgia connections for pop culture are between the ages of 8 and 12. So plush tend to not have strong nostalgia connections, as in if you had a favorite teddy bear as a kid, you want your original teddy bear if you really connected to it. It's your favorite thing. That was your best buddy. You want that. You don't want a duplicate of it. A duplicate of it is not worth anything to you, right?
Okay, so like, you've been here, like, from the time.
Cameron, so Funko started when I started in 1998. From 1998 to 2010, 12 years, they were a small collectible company that made bobbleheads. But they decided to try to cash in on the art toy craze because that was pretty popular in the late 2010s. Or, like 2005 to 2010, they were pretty popular. So Funko Pops was Funko's way of trying to get into the art toy market, and they just happened to be super popular. Yeah, didn't notice that. But so you don't want a new clean version of your favorite teddy bear as a kid. You want your teddy bear, right? So they're usually, plush does not get nostalgia. I can't think of any plush in general that's very collectible. A little bit. You can sell maybe like a 1980s ET for $30, but it's not something that goes up that people are paying thousands. You got original mint on card Storm Shadow from 1982. You're talking thousands of dollars. You have a mint Alf doll from 1987, maybe $50, maybe $100. Right? Plush does not go up in value the same way toys do because people don't get as nostalgic. They want their original one, and it's usually there isn't a plush that you missed out on. Like, I really hear a story of someone missing out on a plush that they really wanted that they didn't get, that then they want to, for Christmas I really wanted a brown bear tie. The kids, that's the kind of stuff you just have and you fall in love with, and it's your favorite best buddy as a kid. You don't really go out your way to get that, or you don't forget about it. Whereas that like really cool play set that you really wanted that you didn't get for Christmas, that's the kind of thing you remember. So the things between age 8 to 12, maybe 7 to 12, is your most strongest nostalgic stuff. So usually if you think of your favorite things, they're probably things you grew up with between ages of 7 and 12. So therefore, Funko Pops should appeal to an older audience. And so the kids that grew up with Funko Pops, they'll be nostalgic for those. So the Five Nights at Freddy's, the Minecraft, the Fortnite, maybe the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the stuff they loved as a kid will be the stuff that'll be nostalgic and become valuable in 10 to 20 years. Beanie Babies never really had that. Beanie Babies had too many adults buying them, but the kids didn't buy them, so they didn't get nostalgic to the point where they got value. You need that nostalgic value for long-term value. Because who's gonna pay, let's see, I paid $400 for a 1972 Planet of the Apes playset with 5 or 6 figures. $400. Who's going to pay $400 for a toy playset? Right? That's kid stuff. That should be $50. I bought it because I had strong nostalgia for it. It's my brother had it, and so I grew up with a lot of the parts as a kid. So it's something I really liked. So that was something that I bought that I paid $400 for. I'm buying it because of nostalgia, not because I want a toy playset. I hope that makes sense. That's my Beanie Baby talk. Are we still here? We still got people? I feel like chat died the last 5 minutes. Oh, we're at 2 hours. Oh wow, we hit 2 hours. This is crazy. I'm gonna see if people are still here. Sometimes I just don't know if this gets detached or not, or disconnected or not. Are we still connected? Are we still here? Still here. Okay, there we go. I guess you guys are tired. It's been 2 hours ordering food. But, okay. So do you understand? That's why Beanie Babies, they're not nostalgic for kids, because the kids who were playing with them as a kid were too young to really spend big money on them. And, you know, the adults who hoarded them to make money were idiots. So they're not buying them. They feel like they got... So there are some people that are like 30, 32 years old that are nostalgic for them. So they're trying to sell for nostalgic reasons a little bit. Oh, hey, Mom. You guys, my mom won the Jerry the Jitterbug giveaway for his 3-year anniversary yesterday. I was cracking up because I saw he was doing a giveaway. Since I won his 2,000 subscriber giveaway, I didn't enter it. I was thinking, you know, I don't want to be greedy. I'll let someone else win. And then my mom won. I thought I started cracking up. I love it. Jerry is cracking up too. I told him he was cracking up a little bit. So it's cool. I love it. I love that my mom's a big fan of his channel. So one of my favorite channels is the channel my mom's enjoying too. I think that's super awesome. Look for a box, not a plastic bag. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that, Mom. Alright, I'll keep going until my stabilizer dies. I don't know how much more minutes I have. We're at... Yeah, Ginger, I find what he does just so fascinating. Before I found out about his channel, I once saw a video where the guy took a little cup of water and a Q-tip and he kind of blotted out and cleaned out a water tide line on a book. Just a regular book, I was like, oh, maybe you could do that with comics. But the idea of dousing a comic book completely in water terrified me. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's like destroys it. And then I found Jerry's channel and I realized he was doing something that a lot of people that do it professionally keep it quiet, because they don't want to let you know that you can do these things. And, you know, he removes the covers. He dunks it in a tank of water. He uses like benzoyl or different alcoholic concoctions, whatever, or thinners that remove tape and gunk, and then he leaf casts all the missing parts, and he does all these things to make the books kind of come back alive. And it's amazing because a lot of stuff that's, you know, comic books from the 1950s and earlier, there's not a lot of them out there. There might be only a few hundred examples of most of them, so they're super rare. So you really need people kind of keeping them alive, because the next generation is not going to have those books anymore. They're just going to be scans on the internet somewhere. And the actual physical books will be gone. They'll just rot away. Exactly. He's preserving comics and he's not doing it to comics that are worth tens of thousands of dollars, which most big people that do conservation do, because it's worth it, right? Because they'll be paid $2,000 to conserve a book. He's taking $100 book and putting the love and care into keeping it alive. I love it. I have not sold at Comic-Con. I thought about doing sales at Comic-Con one year. It was $1,800 for a small booth. So if I did Comic-Con, I would have to hire someone. So a weekend for 4 or 5 days. So 5 days probably cost me $1,000 to hire someone, $1,800 for a booth, $500 plus to rent a van because I don't drive. So van, booth, person, maybe 2 people, because I would want to still walk around. I don't want to be at the booth the whole time. Yeah, and he makes them readable, which is the great part. Someone could still flip through it and actually enjoy it. I think that's awesome. But yeah, what is that? 18, 28, 33. So about, let's say $4,000 for me to actually be at Comic-Con to have a booth. Means I have to sell about 8,000 before I think of a profit. 8,000, that's a lot of sales. Oh, there's a really cute ghost in the back there. Love it. That ghost is cute. So I'd have to make $8,000 in sales, which is a lot of sales, a lot of stuff sold before I even saw a profit. Plus, what would I lose in sales in the store? Let's say I lost $1,000 in sales in the store of things that I could have sold anyway. So I would have, I would have to sell probably about 9,000, 10,000 before I saw. So it's not worth it to me, I don't think. The only way I would do a New York Comic Con booth is if I had my own toy or something manufactured that I would sell and do like a con exclusive. Then I would probably do that. Because if I could sell 100 of something worth like $100 each and make my 10,000 that way, I would probably do that just because it'd be really cool to get them out there in the universe. And 100 items at $100 each does not seem that hard. I could probably have other cheaper things to sell along with it. So I think I could probably get $20,000 or $30,000. I've thought about it before. One day I might, but I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work. And honestly, I just want to be at the con making videos. To me, that's my joy. My joy is the actual content and the hunt and all that. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why if it costs me $5,000, I have to sell about double that to break even, right? So it's the cost of the goods. So if I sell 10,000, let's say about 5,000 was my cost of goods, then 5,000 for all the other expenses. So for me to sell Comic-Con, it's 10,000 before I start making a profit. There's a reason why I have a store, so I don't have to do that. I might not make that much at the store. There might be days I do really well and days I do really bad, but it doesn't take that much energy, right? If I'm having a shitty day and I don't want to work that hard, we can open the gate and play video games on your phone for 4 hours while people buy a few things, right? And then if there's days where I'm energized and I need to make more cash, I can spend a whole day organizing and cleaning and pricing and getting things done, maybe do it like a whatnot sale. So there's no pressure, right? I don't have to sell. Oh, I want to see what books they got in the window. I don't have to sell, $10,000 before I see a profit, which is super stressful. And honestly, the way I've been feeling lately, just not feeling that great, that extra stress, it wouldn't be worth it, right? It's not, I don't think I could do it. Yeah, it's only worth it if you're the kind of vendor that can sell $200,000 or $300,000, or if you're like Funko and you sell probably a couple $1 million. Then it's totally worth it. Yeah, no, I do have to get back to organizing in the shop. I've lost all desire to do stuff on the main channel. I don't know why. It's been too stressful, or I'm not enjoying Pops anymore, and so it's hard for me to motivate. So I gotta find the things I do enjoy and get more of that done. Yeah, Very Gary probably makes a profit at Comic-Con because I'm sure he sells a lot, but he also does big CGC signings. So while he's at Comic-Con, he'll have like Johnny Desjardins, I believe, will come and they'll probably sell 100 books on Whatnot for a few $100 each. And I don't know what he does. He probably splits it with them. So I'm sure he makes a few thousand, but also you have to remember the cons are the only way he makes money, that and Whatnot. So you take away the con, he doesn't have an outlet just to sell. So you watch Very Gary's videos and when he buys comics, he'll take comics worth $2 or $3 and act as if it's garbage all the time. Stuff that I know would sell easily in my shop for $3. For him, it's garbage because he can't sell that stuff at cons. At cons, he needs key issues. He needs stuff high demand because he has to carry all of that. So he can't carry 100,000 $3 books with him. It's not worth it. With my shop, I can put 100,000 $3 books out. It clogs up the shop, but doesn't cost me any energy once they're there. Right? I could just, if I sell, right now I probably only sell about $400 a week in comics. I don't make a huge profit on comics. I don't sell key issues though. I like to hoard onto them. I'm kind of crazy like that. So I'm not looking to make a huge profit. I'm just looking to cover as much of the collecting costs as I can. And then I make profits on records, trading cards. Like right now, Pokemon is one of our top sellers. Pops are still a huge seller. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. You got to do what makes you happy. It's not always about the most money you can, because there's been times where I would grind out trying to make as much money as possible, but you end up not making that much more because you have to like spend more to try to stay happy, or you have to spend more to keep the wheels turning when you're doing conventions and stuff. Oh, awesome, Brad. Welcome to the channel. That's awesome. I love that. Now, I've been doing YouTube since 2015. January 2015 is when I posted my first comic content. And I did that for like 5 videos. It didn't do really well. So then I started with the toy content. It took me about 6 months, but then my channel started catching on. So I've been doing YouTube 8 years now. But it's amazing when people find me on the Walk channel, like someone who doesn't know who I am. I think that's awesome. So Brad, you are awesome. Well, that's true. You could split a booth with another person to cut the costs, but then you have half a booth. So you might have half the sales. So, you know, half the booth, you only have to sell 5,000 instead of 10,000, but how well do you do having half the booth? Right? It's not necessarily, you know, having half the cost doesn't mean you still get the right amount of sales. That's what I'm saying is if I had my own exclusive, like if I made up a Pop Fuzz toy, let's say just for Comic-Con, and they sold really well, that's something I could do because I wouldn't need to have a lot of space. I would just need a spot for a ton of boxes and just sell the same thing over and over again. But yeah, no, I've sold at conventions and it's fun. The good thing about selling conventions is, one, you get in there early. So there's usually like a golden hour or so before the con opens where you can kind of wander and buy some stuff, which is amazing. I love it because there's no groups. You can get some awesome early deals. And then the show starts and it's a mad hour or two rush where people are spending tons of money, so you're getting lots of cash. And then after it slows down again, you can go wander and shop a little bit, just as it thins out. And then at the end of the day, it's like towards the end of the con, it's also a lot quieter. So there's a lot of benefit. Like, I would almost want to sell at the con just to have a space to put comics so I could buy as much as I want and just kind of load up on comics and have a spot to kind of stroll over and just put it to the side as I bought. So one year I might do that. I might try to start doing a toy again and do like a Comic-Con where I do a Comic-Con exclusive toy, which hopefully pays for everything and all the con stuff. That would be great. And if I could sell out of everything in the first day and not need a booth day 2, that would be amazing.